Meanwhile, at least Trump has grabbed a couple of wins from the weekend that can soften the blow of the canceled concert.
Soften the blow.
Looks like we're going to finally put an end to this U.S.-Iran kerfuffle.
Breaking news, Axios now reporting that the U.S. and Iran have reached a peace deal.
The president announcing the framework of an agreement to end the war.
Announced the framework of an agreement.
And reopen the Strait of Hormuz.
If you remember, I believe we've been here before. We were very close to a deal a couple of weeks ago.
They are getting very close to making a deal.
It reminded me of the 2 weeks before that.
Many of these things have been negotiated and agreed to.
Which was based on the optimism we'd had from the one day before that.
We're very close to making a deal.
Which was all based on the fruits of the efforts of the position that we were in 3 weeks prior.
I think there's a very good chance we're going to end up in a deal.
If I were a betting man, I'd bet for it.
What could go wrong?
Breaking news, state TV says Iran is suspending fragile peace talks with the U.S.
Iran is suspending fragile peace talks.
You keep telling us we are on the cusp of a deal. What is holding it up? What is hampering the completion of the terms?
Hampering the completion of the terms.
Trump claimed in a social media post that too many voices from Republicans and those he called Democrats are slowing him down, writing, "It is much tougher for me to properly do my job and negotiate when political hacks keep negatively chirping at levels never seen before."
Really? You're blaming us? You know, I think maybe we were all under the mistaken notion.
Under the mistaken notion.
That you were some kind of deal maker in chief.
Deal maker in chief.
Some kind of master negotiator. Where did we get that from?
I mean, this is a high-stakes negotiation.
A high-stakes negotiation.
We've got the best negotiator in the world leading it.
This is what he's really good at. This is art of the deal. This is like scrambling the head game with Iran.
Scrambling the head game.
I know deals, I think, better than anybody knows deals.
Of course you do. You're the deal maker in chief. Our country is blessed. Blessed. With the world's greatest authority on negotiating and deal making. So how did the Iranians manage to blunt our advantage?
To blunt our advantage.
They're very smart, actually, in a certain way.
They're very good negotiators. They're crafty.
Crafty? Is that like a dampener in... Oh.
Dampener.
I didn't know I was going to be fighting other adults. Like, what the f***? And by the way, who set the expectations for your greatness?
They're begging to make a deal. I mean, Iran is dying to make a deal.
And who set the acceptable terms of this deal that they are dying to make?
President declaring there will be no deal with Iran except unconditional surrender.
Unconditional surrender.
And here comes the Donald Trump special, the excuses.
They play games.
They might be crazy. They're afraid to make a deal.
You know, maybe the problem isn't us, who didn't want this f***ing war in the first place. Maybe the problem is a president who talks out of both sides of his mouth.
Talks out of both sides of his mouth.
Lies like most of us breathe, and whose pronouncements cannot be trusted. because they will inevitably be undercut
They will inevitably be undercut
by the very same person pronouncing them.